Let's say you're a seller and you need to sell your home, but you need time to stay in your property after closing. So we call this in the real estate world a rent back. And what that means is that you can stay in the home and you're renting the property back from the buyer. So let's take an example. Let's say your home closes escrow on May 30th and you need to stay in the house until June 30th. Then you can rent back the house from the buyer for a month. Usually most lenders want buyers who are planning to occupy the property to be in the house within 60 days of closing. In this market we're in right now, in some areas I feel like we're in a buyer's market, in some areas we're in a seller's market or a balanced market, so it just depends. But the more that you're in a buyer's market, the less flexible they are with rent backs, and vice versa. If you're in a seller's market, they're more likely to be reasonable with this. Sometimes we've even seen buyers offer free rent back, so meaning they don't charge you to stay in the property after closing. And then also the typical rate for the cost for you to stay and rent back your own home from the buyer is often whatever the buyer's mortgage payment is. So if their mortgage payment is $2,600 a month and you own the property outright, you can typically expect to pay that $2,600 for the rent for that month. Something else to keep in mind, if your house is worth $800,000 and the buyer's only putting down 3%, that's going to be a pretty hefty payment. And so you'll just want to account for that. So that's how rent backs work.